We're going to start our first round of qualifying here in the 33 car. That's Rick Wendling. Rick Wendling out of Hazleton, Iowa, driving a 33 car. Rick's first lap, 17.12. Second lap for Rick Wendling, 17.66. Now on the track, the 1D of Bob Dominacki out of Bettendorf, Iowa. First lap, 17.190. Second lap, 16.950 for Bob Dominacki. On the track now, John Anderson out of Omaha, Nebraska. In the 21X car, our point leader here at Park Jefferson Speedway. John's first lap was 17.662. On the track now out of Omaha, Nebraska. Bowling for Rookie of the Year in the Busch All-Star Tour is the number 80 of Scott Koskovich. .875 on the first lap. Second lap, 17.025 for Scotty. On the track now in the 91 is Danny Ayers Jr. Danny Ayers Jr. out of Davenport, Iowa in the 91 car. .387. Second lap, 18.296. On the track now to St. Louis, Iowa, racing for Park Jefferson Speedway, the 86 Junior of Dirk Kirk. Lap for Dirk Kirk, 17.517. .596 for the second lap of Dirk Kirk. On the track now, out of Constable Bluffs, Iowa, to number 64, that's Mike Walker. .773 for Mike's first lap. out of Park Jefferson, driving the number 48 car. .178 for Bob Moore on the first lap. Second lap, 17.075. On the track now in the number 8 car, Sonny Fiddling out of Kirksville, Missouri. First lap for Sonny, 17.270. Sonny's second lap time, 17.217. On the track now, out there in the 72 car, Kenny Osborne out of Janesville, Iowa. First lap for Denny Osborne. Second lap, 17.121. On the track now on the 1X, Bob Helm out of Milan, Illinois. 18.849 for Bob Helm's first lap. Bob Helm's second lap. 17.989. On the track now, out of Omaha, Nebraska, driver of the number 53, Joe Koskovich. 988 for Joe Koskovic's first lap. Joe Koskovic's second lap, 16.852. On the track now in the Old E, that's Larry Watterson out of Sioux City. 160 for Larry's first lap. .855 for Larry's second lap. On the track out of Ottawa, Iowa, is 07 Bud Pash. 17.316 for Bud Pash first lap. Second lap for Bud Pash, 17.349. On the track now in the 43 or 43X, Kirk Stewart out of Ainsworth, Iowa. 17.3 lap, 17.302. Second lap, 0.751 for Kirk Stewart on the track right now. Looks like we've got Tom Cannon out there. Tom Cannon out of Iowa City, Iowa, number one runner for the Rookie of the Year. 18.1927, or excuse me, 18.927. Car, Jay Johnson out of West Burlington, Iowa. That last lap, by the way, for Cannon was 18.445. Jay Johnson on the number 5 car out of West Burlington, Iowa. Jay's first lap, 17.482 for Jay Johnson's first lap. Second lap, 17.375. On the track right now, number 52, past winner of the Busch All-Star Tour here at Park Jefferson, Steve Koskovich out of Omaha, Nebraska. First lap for Steve. 17.006. Steve's second lap, 18.721. On the track at this time, the 11M, Bill Martin out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. For the second lap of Bill Martin. On the track in the number 15 car, that's Brian Burkhofer of Muscatine, Iowa. Winner here 2 weekends ago during the Busch All-Star Tour visit down in eastern Iowa. Brian Burkhofer's first lap time, 18.103. Second lap time, 17.971. On the track at this time out of Davis City, Nebraska, Think Pink, number 16, Tom Swoboda. Rick wins. Tom's first lap time, 17.553. Second lap time, 17.396. On the track at this time, the 41T of Terry Golder out of Hooper, Nebraska. Terry Golder's first lap time, 18.385. Jerry's second lap time. 18.141. On the track this time in the 42 car out of Minden, Illinois, Terry Flipman. Another man running for Rookie of the Year in the Busch All-Star Tour Series. .643 for Terry's first lap. Terry's second lap time. 17.73 on the track at this time. In the number 56 car, Gary Webb. Gary Webb out of Bluegrass, Iowa. Gary's first lap time, 17.852. 17.852 for Gary Webb's first lap. Gary Webb's second lap time, 17.883. On the track in the number 26 car out of Oxford, Iowa, Steve Foley. Steve Foley's first lap time, 17.625. Steve Foley's second lap time, 18.006. Your leader in the Busch All-Star Tour points right now at this time, the number 12 car, Ray Gus. Ray Gus Jr. out of Milan, Illinois. First lap time for Ray Gus Jr. 17.749. Ray Gus second lap time. 17.804. On the track at this time in the number 2H, John Handball. Out of Nodaway, Iowa. John's first lap time, 18.199 to John Handball's first lap. John Handball's second lap, 17.681 on the track in the number 3 car, 3F, Skip Fry out of Ely, Iowa. Skip Fry's first lap, 17.226. Second lap, 17.804, and that is our qualifying for the Busch All-Star Tour cars.
And we've just been given the official result that Rick Wendland won the time trials with a time of 16.766. And Steve, he was the first driver out on the track, and in his second lap ran a time of 16.766, and that was good enough to win the time trials.
Rick Wendling driving the number 33 car out of Hazleton, Iowa. Got his short way around Park Jefferson this evening. We'll see how he does later on in the feature race. Good qualifying for all the drivers, all running basically in the 17-18 second range, other than a couple of them. And
5 drivers made it under 17 seconds there, Steve. And 2 of them were the first 2 drivers. Rick Wendling and Bob Dominici got 16.950. Congratulations there, Rick, on getting your Busch pole today.
Coming on with the All-American Street Stock heat, first heat of the evening. On the pole, the number 5 car is Travis Johnson out of Burbank, South Dakota. Outside of him in the 24 car, Paul Daigle out of Sanborn, Iowa. Second row in the 65, one of the Notaboom brothers is Mike Notaboom. Outside of him in the 17 out of Hall, Iowa, that's Mike Gravengood. Third row back inside, Wilson Isley in the number 12 car. Outside of Wilson Isley in the number 44 out of Sioux Center, Iowa, Harvey Nibbling. Rounding out the field in the back there, the independent waste number 1 of Dave England out of Vermillion, South Dakota. And outside of him out of Sioux City, Iowa, sponsored by TJ Autofields, Tommy McKenzie. So there you go. 4 deep, 8 cars. Anybody could win this one. We got some of the toughest street stocks in the Midwest right here in this race, Chris.
Let's do a giveaway, Steve. I got another Northwest Bank t-shirt here to program number 10522. 10522. 10522.
Off corner 4, Gary Girls drops the green flag. Here we go, race once again, All-American style.
Paul Daigle. Into turn number 1. They all tighten up and then whip right back in there. Mike Gravengood took advantage of that. Travis Johnson, the 5 car, drifts way too high. Now they're almost 4 abreast on the back straightaway. Gravengood, the 17 car, definitely on the move, trying to chase down Paul Daigle, the 24. Mike Notaboom, the 65 is in
Tom McKenzie coming from the back of the pack all the way up into 4th now. Jefferson Isley gets around him. Now he'll go after Mike Notaboom as Notaboom looks to the inside of Mike Gravengood side by side off corner 3. Paul Daigle holding on to the lead, but Gravengood and Mike Notaboom putting on a show.
Tom McKenzie trying to come along. Mike Notaboom or Mike Gravengood, which was the faster car? Mike Gravengood trying to come back on the outside, but Notaboom makes his move on the inside and moves up in the second and slips right in front of Gravengood. Gravengood gets a little loose in turn 4, and Tom McKenzie, the 95, slips underneath there. Notaboom goes to the inside. Mike Notaboom is your new leader. Mike Notaboom takes over the lead.
Paul Daigle couldn't hold off the challenges of Mike Notaboom as he goes the high route around him. Now taking over that lead, Daigle fall back to second. Mike Gravengood is third. Take that spot away. McKenzie moves up in the third now. He'll set his sights on Daigle as they battle back in the pack, but opening up a comfortable lead now in the 65 car. Sponsored by Notaboom first. Mike Notaboom coming around.
Tom McKenzie now looking for some room to try and pass Paul Daigle. He's looking to the inside. Trying to convoy up to the front of the pack. And there goes Paul Daigle high on turn number 2 as he loses it. McKenzie moves up to second. Dave England's now in third. Now a battle between Mike Gravengood and Wilson Isley, but Isley got too high in turn 4. And Isley went just underneath him. Tom McKenzie in second, Dave England in third, Gravengood is now back up in the 4th, Nibbling is in 5th, and now Nibbling making a move on Gravengood to the inside in turn 3. White flag is out, Steve.
McKenzie's going for it. Mike Notaboom off corner 1, he blew in there hard. Last lap around, he leaned on a checker yellow for Tom McKenzie. He'll try to hold off the number 1 of Dave England. As they come around, it'll be a yellow checker finish. Your winner, Tom McKenzie. Dave England, Harvey Nibbling, Mike Gravengood, Wilson Isley. Oh, tough break for Mike Notaboom. I'll tell you what, that is a tough break for Mike Notaboom going off corner 1 as he blew in there rather hard. Either that or something definitely broke on the car as he went off corner 1 rather frequently and turned over that lead to Tom McKenzie as he held on to second. Good lineup. 8 cars. Jesse McKee, Dave Van Hall. Doug Vanderbeck, Darrell Bartunik back there in the second row. Backwards kind of guy, Darren Jacobson. Your point leader here, Park Jefferson, and the 29W, Mark Winslow out of Mission Hill on the outside of him. And the back row there, Jay Notaboom in number 7, and outside of him with us this night. Brand new car, the number 14 right there, Ed Pickens out of Sioux City. These guys do a good job of taking care of these cars, keeping the dents pounded out of them, keeping the paint jobs looking nice. But boy, you can always recognize a new car when it comes on the track. Check out the 14 car, brand new car. We'll see how he looks by the end of the night. Hopefully he looks as good as he does right now. For his sake anyway, here we go. Official flagman, Gary Garrels looks him over, green flag's out. We're racing the whole American Street Stock.
Bartunik trying to dive low on Dave Van Hall. Here comes Doug Vanderbeck, the 18 car, making a move on Mark Winslow. Now Bartunik side by side with Van Hall in the back straightaway. Bartunik to 76, Van Hall to 22D. Bartunik making a move to the inside. Bartunik's got position, he takes some of the lead. Dave Van Hall now falls back. To the guardrail down there. Give them the 1 lap to go sign this time around. We'll be back underway with this All-American Street Stock heat race. 2 laps down.
The Junior Pit Crew Club is sponsored by Pepsi. Kids can purchase a Junior Pit Crew member t-shirt in the souvenir stand and be a Junior Pit Crew member for their favorite driver. Darrell Bartunik leads them on the back straightaway. They'll get the green as they come in front of us here. Bartunik slows it down going into turn number 3. Doug Vanderbeck right behind him in second. Darren Jacobson in third. Jay Notaboom in fourth. They speed up going into turn 4. And the green flag. No.
Darren Jacobson trying to inch his way up 1 position as they come off corner 4. Strong scolding going out to Darren Jacobson in the 1X cars. He's got to get back in line, stay in line before Gary Garrels, our official flagman, will drop the green flag. Single file lineup. They have to bring them off corner 4 in a single file lineup before that green flag comes out. Darren Jacobson will get a little bit of a warning. Kirk Stewart, Dave Hackett down there on the front speedway will give Mr. Jacobson sign to go back to the back. That's the way we play the game. If you don't want to do the lineup the way it's supposed to be done, you try to jump a position. Tough luck for Darren Jacobson. He'll fall back in line with the rest of the group. Bartunik on the pole and holding on to that lead, and Doug Vanderbeck out of Altmile right behind him in the 18 car. Jay Notaboom, Jesse McKee. Ed Pickens, Mark Winslow, and now the 1 car, 1X car, Jacobson. Green flag down, here we go. Number 1, Bartunik is down in front. Here comes Doug Vanderbeck in second. Jay Notaboom push to the inside of Vanderbeck. He drops back in the third. Jesse McKee is in fourth. Darren Jacobson definitely having problems in the 1X as he moves all the way back in the last place. Now Pickens making a move to the outside of Pickens. Darren Jacobson already has caught up to Pickens and goes outside of him. Darrell Bartunik in first. Jay Notaboom passes Doug Vanderbeck to the inside. Notaboom the 7 cars in second. Vanderbeck the 18 cars in third. Jesse McKee spins on the top. Looks like we're going to see a caution flag as Jesse McKee is stuck
on the top side of turn 4.
Tighten up the lineup. Gary Girls will give them 1 lap to go sign, and we'll be back underway with this All-American Street Stock Heat. Looks like the 18 car now. Doug Vanderbeck limping his way back to the pit. I want to remind everybody in the stands that along with Jesse McKee and just about every driver imaginable back there in the pit area has T-shirts for sale, along with the Busch All-Star Tour cars. We have a lot of drivers back there in the pit area that has the T-shirts for sale. Green flags up. Harold Bartuning coming up. Right on the tail. They're going to corner 1. Bartuning, Notaboom, and here comes Mark Winslow. The challenge on, Chris.
Mark Winslow. There goes Notaboom. Jay Notaboom goes to the inside of Harold Bartuning to 7 car. Bartuning tries to come back on the outside, but Notaboom makes the move to the inside. But oh my goodness! By Harold Bartuning, 76 car, and now Mark Winslow is back in it, and Darren Jacobson is back in it. 3 abreast almost as they go in the back straightaway. Oh my goodness! Winslow at 29W goes high, touched by Darren Jacobson.
Whoa.
And Jay Notaboom, and Darren Jacobson goes off. Jay Notaboom goes off. Top side of turn number 4. Cars going everywhere, but on the dirt track of Park Jefferson Speedway.
We got a caution out as they come around. We got a melee down here in corner 4. Ed Pickens holds his way back on the track. Almost. Yellow flags out. Looks like we had a general derby in turn 4. Try and have I'm almost positive we're going to have we are a white, yellow checker finish right here with those involved in, of course, finishing in their respective positions. With your winner right there, Harold Bartuning. Holly Higgins out in second, Ed Pickens in third. Harold Jacobson will end on the 4th spot, and the 14 will go to Ed Pickens to the 5th spot. Well, unfortunate for Jay Notaboom is he come out on the worst end of that deal as they went into corner 4 getting together with the 1X car. So we'll help Jay Notaboom back there with Ron Stowing getting his way back to the pits race. We'll go on with the modified division. Time for modified madness. And Kitty Kick Bread, Lowell Raver, Jimmy Cole, Kyle Koster, Ricky Racer, Chris Flipman, and the 5D Bob Dominacki will bring them around one more time. We'll get on our way with this first modified heat race of the evening.
I want to remind you that Hamilton Touchless Car Wash is the official car wash of Park Jefferson Speedway. Stop by Hamilton Touchless for your next wash. And when you fill the film with track photos, take it to A&A Photo, the official photo processing store of Park Jefferson Speedway.
All right, green flag in hand of starter Gary Girls. They come off corner 3 into corner 4. He looks them over. Good lineup, green flag flying, and we're off racing. Here we go.
Coming up the outside, getting out to the lead. Kyle Koster trying to come along. Jimmy Cake right in second. And there goes Jim Cole. Got touched by Kyle Koster and goes for a little ride in turn 3. He'll try and spin it back in there. We'll see what he tries to do. But it doesn't come out as Jim Cole is stuck on the low side of turn number 3.
Jimmy Cole to Patrick M. Penny contracting modified, looped around there going into corner 3. Luckily he was towards the back of the field, or we would have collected up a good bunch of modifieds in that one. Good lineup. Official flagman Gary Girls gives the 1 lap to go sign, and this time around we're going to go racing.
Racing fans, Goodies Headache Powers and Tablets is the official pain reliever of NASCAR. If you have a headache, reach for Goodies. Goodies makes the pain go away. And MasterCard is the official credit card of NASCAR. Now more than ever, MasterCard is more than just a credit card. It's smart money. Lowell Raver leads them into turn number 3. Kyle Koster, Kenny Cake Bread, the 8-ball, Chris Pressman, Ricky Steffen. There they go, green flag racing.
Back line. Kenny Cake Bread now being challenged by Chris Winston down the back. Crispin looks to the high side of Koster, holds on to that high rail. Bob Dominic gets around on the rest of the field now. Back there in the back, getting Cake Bread in hand. The 25-car Ricky Racer hold on to a little back position. More Raver opening up about a 5-6 car length lead over Kyle Koster and Chris Flipman. Flipman pushes high into corner 4. Off the front, now side by side. Bob Dominic giving them mistake by Chris Flipman. Bob Dominic in a move up into third, trying to chase down Kyle Koster, the 77 car. But they're all trying to chase the 68 of Lowell Raver, who's way out in front. Dominic is third. In fourth position. Car to beat tonight, holding on to a comfortable lead, that automatic modified out there now by half straightaway over Kyle Koster with 7 laps down. Bob Dominiaki now Kyle Koster to the inside, to the high side. Cake Bread Jr. off corner 4, brings him back up to the racing surface. Bob Dominiaki right on the heels of Kyle Koster. Bob Dominiaki trying to make a move on turn 4. Kyle Koster trying to hold him off the 77 car. Kyle Koster a second. Bob Dominiaki in third. Now Dominiaki looks to the inside there. In turn 2, and Koster cuts him off. While they're racing, racing away from the rest of the field. He's way out in front. And the white flag is out for the 68 car. All Raver Koster hanging on. Saturday night strolls. He comes back off corner 3. Bob Dominiaki challenging Koster back there. Can't quite do it as they come down the front straightaway. Here's your winner, Lowell Raver. Kyle Koster holds on for second. Bob Dominiaki, Chris Flipman, and Ricky Jefferson bringing home that 5th position. So congratulations goes out to modified number 68, Lowell Raver out of Waterbury, Nebraska. Sponsored by Automatic out of Pender. All right, here we go with the second modified heat of the evening. And on the pole, that one will be the one stop. The one stop out of Hospers, Iowa. John Kleinsma outside of him out of Sioux City. The Siouxland Trailer Sales sponsor, number 5 of Gary Marsh. Gear T.O. Pennzoil, number 45 back there. In the second row inside of 45, driven by Chad Waples. Outside of him will be Jim Thiessen, the number 23 car out of Mapleton, Iowa. The KWIT KG95 modified point leader, Steve Olson. And rounding out the field back there in the 16 car, driven tonight by Reese Coffey. That's his car, first time with us this evening. And outside will be the 67 there of, outside the KG95 car will be the 67 of the ostrich farmer, Bill Crispin out of Bronson, Iowa. So we get a good lineup, 6 back plus 1 as they come off corner 4. Gary Gerald looks them over. Green flag falls, we'll race and modified style here for Jefferson. Chad Waples with 45 in second. Gary Marsh tries to make a move on Chad Waples, and Waples comes up in second and cuts him off. Marsh in third. Side by side is Steve Olson and Jim Dees at 23. Dees at 23, Olson at 95, making a move to the inside. Here comes the other one. To the inside of the 95 car, Steve Olson, and now John Kleinsma catching up to Chad Waples at 45. Chad Waples takes over the lead. John Kleinsma pursuing to get that lead back, falls back in line. Gary Marsh back in third, coming up fourth. Lead challenge has been seen. Coming off number 2 now, Chad Waples holds on to number 45, and here comes Kleinsma once again the one stop. Gary Marsh falls back in line, single file racing. Gary Marsh, Jim Dees, Bill Crispin, and then Steve Olson in the KG95 K-Win. Lost a little bit of ground now. Kleinsma picks up a little space at turn 2 as they're single file racing with Chad Waples out in front. John Kleinsma the one stop in second. Gary Marsh now going to the inside at turn 4 as Kleinsma goes outside. Side by side. Marsh is down but the one stop comes back on the outside and takes back that second position. Now Marsh as they got together coming down the back straightaway on that last and final lap. But the winner, the 45 car of Chad Waples out of Sioux City, Iowa. Coming out for the third modified race of the evening in the pole position, number 54 car, Jason Casson. Outside of him, the other 67, the 67 RB of Ron Beckstrom out of Pearson, Iowa. Inside second row, the 35 of Jeffy Burns, and outside of him, the Clark machine, number 22 of Charlie Clark. Next row back, third row inside, the number 175 of Ray Feltman out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Outside of Ray Feltman in the 21X, our point leader in the weekly late model series here at Park Jefferson, John Anderson, trying his double duty exposure tonight as well in both the modified series as well as the Busch All-Star Tour event. Rounding out the field back there in the 28J, the wild child, Micah Jensen. Open wheel racing at its best here with NASCAR Winston Racing Series modifieds week in, week out of Park Jefferson Speedway. Looks like Chris might have a program winner right here for your cap and mug. All right, Gary will give him the 1 lap to go sign this time, and we'll be underway with our third modified heat race of the evening.
Fans want to remind you that Lowe's is the official home improvement warehouse of NASCAR. For all your home improvement needs, Lowe's is the place to shop. It's one-stop shopping at Lowe's, the official home improvement warehouse of NASCAR. And you'll always get what you want when you want it at McDonald's today. McDonald's is the official quick service restaurant of NASCAR. McDonald's, fast, friendly service, guaranteed.
All right, Jason Casson will set the pace out front there, and outside of him, Ron Beckstrom brings them down the back straightaway as they enter corner 3. Our official flagman, Gary Girls, will look them over. Hopefully we will go racing. Green flag in hand. Green flag down, we're racing. Jason Casson way out of shape. Out front of the back. Right into the front straightaway wall in front of the whole field. Collecting up the wall, basically avoiding getting hit or broadsided by anybody else.
Don't forget to buy a NASCAR Winston Racing Series program when you come to the races. Many prizes will be given away each night. Your program number will give you a chance to win one of these many prizes. And we're still looking, well, we already gave away our NASCAR, our Norwest Bank Coffee Mug. We'll have other great giveaways throughout the evening.
Buy a program each and every Saturday night to be eligible for the giveaways we give away every Saturday night. Here we go. Racing Ron Beckstrom and Jeff Burns jump out there. Ray Feldman comes to the outside now around. Burns as they come down the back straightaway side by side. Jeff Burns holds on by a slim margin over Ray Feldman as they come into corner 3. Feldman to the high side, Burns to the inside. Whoa, what a race back in the back. Real wide. Beckstrom on that move down off corner 4. Now Burns falls back in second position. Ray Feldman jumps out to the lead. Anderson off in the third spot. Charlie Clark trying to challenge Beckstrom for 4th.
Ray Feldman definitely is your leader, the 175. Coming out in front of the 21X of John Anderson is in third. As Ron Beckstrom has some problems there in turn 4, he falls way off the pace. Now Anderson making a move on Barrett. Here comes Charlie Clark, the 22. He had to slow up in turn 3 and turn 4. Car in second. John Anderson is in third. Here comes Charlie Clark, the 22 car. Clark going to the outside of John Anderson. Look to the outside, backs up a little bit. Now he goes to the outside. Anderson goes low on Jeff Barrett. Barrett comes back and hangs on to the second spot. Clark right behind the 21X. What a great race back in the third. Also for second. Here comes Clark again, the 22, trying to make a pass on John Anderson for third. Jeff Barrett at 35 goes high in turn 4. Anderson goes low in turn 4. Anderson low. Barrett high, the 35 car. Barrett comes back to the outside, takes back second spot.
As they race back into the pack, it's giving Ray Feldman time to lengthen his lead. Way to the high side of corner 4 goes Feldman. Now John Anderson to the inside of Burns. Side by side, wheel to wheel racing. Speedway, Anderson Sioux Falls, South Dakota, sponsored by Midland. What you all been waiting for? The qualifiers in the Busch All-Star Tour late model event. On the pole out of Nodaway, Iowa, in the 2A's, John Handball. Outside of John Handball in the 42, that is Terry Flipman out of Minden, Illinois. Out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, in the number 64. Down on the inside of 64 is Mike Walker. Outside of him, out of David City, Nebraska, the number 16 of Tom Swoboda. Ottawa, Iowa, the 07 of Bud Pash. Outside of him in the 11M, Bill Martin out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. Coming up on the next row, inside the number 8 car, Sonny Findling out of Kirksville, Missouri. The 52 car of Steve Koskovich out of Omaha, Nebraska. Another driver out of Omaha, the number 80 of Scott Koskovich. The 72 car bringing out there, that's Denny Osborne in the 72 out of Janesville, Iowa. Next row back, the number 12 car, your point leader in the Busch All-Star Tour Series right now at this time. The number 12 of Ray Gus. Ray Gus out of Milan, Illinois. Outside of him, the OD out of Sioux City, Larry Watterson. And rounding out the field, the 1X of Bob Hilm out of Milan, Illinois. And outside of Bob Hilm in the number 191, Danny Aarons Jr. out of Davenport, Iowa. Good lineup, double file. 15-lap qualifier for the Busch All-Star Tour cars. Pick out your favorite and hopefully he can work his way to the lead within this 15-lap qualifying first race. 1 out of 2 qualifiers. Good lineup, good field of Busch All-Star Tour cars. You got the best of the best in the late model divisions throughout the Midwest Division of Racing, and they're all running in this Busch All-Star Tour Classic here at Park Jefferson Speedway, sponsored by Norwest Banks of Sioux City. Park Jefferson pace car, sponsored by Canaveral Chevrolet, goes off the back speedway. Here we go with John Hampel setting the pace. Outside of him, of course, the 42 of Terry Flipman as they come off corner 4. Here we go! Flipman jumping out to that early lead. Terry Flipman holding on to an early lead over John Hampel, but goes to the high side of the back straightaway. Bill Martin to the high side now of the 16 as Flipman drifts way up on the high side of corner 4. Now John Hampel. Bill Martin out to the outside of Tom Swoboda. The 64 car out to be by itself, a 15-lap shootabout.
Good finish for Tom Swoboda here, Steve. He finishes in third position, the 16 car and the defending champion in points out here at Park Jefferson Speedway in the late model division.
Well, that's right, and Tom knows his way around this Speedway. You know, winning the championship last year, he's been here for 12 years at Park Jefferson Speedway. 11 years, actually, took 1 year off, but he's a tough competitor, no doubt about it. He'll be in there in the hunt.
Well, he held up a very good driver, Steve Kaziski, who finishes in fourth, and in second spot there was the 11M car, Bill Martin out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. But there's your winner, right down there on the front straightaway. He's the number 2H out of Nodaway, Iowa, John Handball.
John's parents and Gail Hampel.
There he is.
Congratulations to John out of Nodaway, Iowa. John Hampel out of Nodaway. And as I started to say, John's father, Gail, runs the Speedway down in Corning, Iowa. And I'm sure he's wondering where John's at tonight. No, I'm sure he's happy for John, especially pulling off this first qualifying win up here at Park Jefferson Speedway. Glad to see John come up and join us on Saturday night. And periodically throughout the race season, when the Speedway down in Corning, Iowa gets rained out, John makes an attempt to come up here and race with us on Saturday night. I'm glad to see him back for this BUSCH qualifier tonight. Congratulations, John. Well, coming out for the second qualifier of the evening, there's our point leader on the pole, the 21X of John Anderson, Omaha, Nebraska. Outside of him, I'll tell you what, this guy's tough. He's already won a BUSCH Tour race this year, the 26 car of Steve Boley out of Oxford, Iowa. Another Park Jefferson favorite out here, the 86 Junior of Dirk Kirk out of Salix, Iowa. Out of West Burlington, Iowa on the outside, the number 5 of Jay Johnson. Next row back, as they come around, they get lined up here in the respective positions. The 43X down there on the Speedway. 43X driven by Kirk Stewart out of Ainsworth, Iowa. Outside of Kirk. Now he's moving up the field. Here's the number 3 car. Skip Fry. Skip Fry, we got some fans of Skip Fry right down here in front of us tonight, Chris Barney. Skip Fry out of Eli, Iowa. Next roll back in the 48, Bob Moore out of Sioux City. Outside of him, doing double duty tonight, the 1D Bob Dominecki out of Bettendorf, Iowa. Next roll back, the number 53, another guy familiar with this Speedway, past champion, 53, Joe Koskovich. Outside of Joe in the 33, your BUSCH pole winner tonight, Rick Windling out of Hazleton, Iowa. Gary Webb in the familiar 56 car, running all over the state of Iowa. Actually out of Bluegrass, Iowa, and outside of him, another BUSCH winner this year in the BUSCH All-Star Tour, the number 15 car of Brian Burkholder out of Muscatine, Iowa. Rounding out the field, the 41T out of Hoover, Nebraska, Terry Golder, and the 32 car driven by Tom Cannon, another one vying for that Rookie of the Year position in the BUSCH All-Star Tour standings. Tom Cannon out of Iowa City, Iowa, so we've got a little bit of a mix from all over the state of Iowa and Nebraska. And we'll see if your favorite brings home the win in this 15-lap not A main, but qualifier main, as they want to advance to the 50-lap A main later on tonight. John Anderson, Steve Boley will set the pace out front. Keep an eye on them as they come off corner 4. Green flags out, we're racing. The number 3 car of Skip Fry. And slowly makes a move on the outside of John Anderson and takes over the lead. Skip Fry moving up through the field. Excuse me, Chris. Skip Fry made one heck of a move to get around Dirk Kirk to the inside. definitely flying around this track.
Jefferson Speedway, the 21X of John Anderson.
You see why he is the point leader out here. Week in and week out, that man puts on a show here at Park Jefferson Speedway, and he just now showed why he is the point leader in the late model division out here. He knows his way around this track, and we'll see what he can do come main feature time for the Busch All-Star Tour 50-lap shootout. Well, folks, it's time for intermission. Take a break, go to the back of the concession stand, pick up a refreshing soft drink of your choice, and we'll see you in a little while for the remaining program of the evening. Don't forget trivia coming up here in a short.
There he is, getting out of the race car, your winner in that heat race, John Anderson. What a great race. Congratulations, John.
John Anderson out of Omaha, Nebraska, sponsored by Parts and Cars, Brad Taylor Construction. Good job, John Anderson, our points leader. Coming out with the All-American Street Stock, a main event. On the pole. It looks like it's going to be the 11M of Jesse McGee. The 22D should be on the outside, the man that took the ride in his heat race off corner one down here. Dave Van Hall to the outside of that front row. The 65 in the second row inside out of Orange City, Iowa. One of the Notaboom brothers, Mike Notaboom, outside of him. The 18 car of Doug Vanderbeck out of Alton, Iowa. Third row, Mike Gravengood in the number 17. Outside of Mike will be the 76 of another Mike Gravengood. Or excuse me, the 76, Errol Bartunik, Mike Gravengood on the inside. The number 12 car, Wilson Isley on the inside of the fourth row. Outside of him, it'll be the 1X, the backwards kind of guy, Darren Jacobson. The new guy with us tonight in the number 14 car, Ed Pickens out of Sioux City, will be on the inside of the fifth row. Outside will be Mark Winslow, your point leader in the All-American Street Stock Division in the 29W. Rounding out the field, the number 1 of Dave Anglin. Outside of him, the 95 of Tommy McKenzie out of Sioux City, Iowa. In the back of the pack, it'll be the number 7 of Jay Notaboom.
Fans, Craftsman Tools are the official tools of NASCAR, and they're available at Sears stores throughout the United States. The complete line of Craftsman Tools features 1,600 hand tools, all made in America, guaranteed forever. Remember, NASCAR fans, when seconds count, Craftsman is second to none. Uniclel, the one that fuels the winners, is the official fuel of NASCAR. Should you fill your tank with the same quality fuel that NASCAR teams rely on to take them to the finish line? Uniclel.
Oh, we got a good lineup. The Knepler Chevrolet Pace car. We'll bring them around one more time. Gary will give them the 1 lap to go sign, and we'll get away for a 15-lap shootout in this All-American Street Stock A main event.
As they come by, stand up, ladies and gentlemen, and wave to your favorite driver. Stand up and support these All-American Street Stocks. What a great job they do every night at Park Jefferson Speedway. Wave to your favorite driver. We got an impressive field of street stocks here this evening. Each and every one of them do a great job. They always do a good show. This is certainly a top quality class with some great drivers in it. And we'll see how Jesse McKee does as he sets the pace. With Dave Van Hall the outside of him, then Mike Notaboom inside of row 2. Doug Vanderbeck on the outside of row 2. They speed up into turn 4 and the green flag flies. Dave Van Hall. 65 cars trying to get up there as well. Dave Van Hall goes too high in turn number 2. That's going to hurt him if the whole field gets by him. Oh my goodness. Mike Notaboom, your leader. Doug Vanderbeck in second. In third spot, the 17. Mike Notaboom going to try to hold on after he lost that 65 off the corner. Breaking something in the heat race. He's out there being challenged now by Vanderbeck off corner 4. Jesse McKee. That's going to bring out a caution flag, and we'll go back to single file lineup with 3 laps down. It's not a 360, it's a 300. All right, Mike Notaboom, your leader right there. Doug Vanderbeck, Mike Gravengood, the 1X, the backward kind of guy, Daryl Jacobson, Errol Bartunik, Dave Anglin, Mark Winslow, Harvey Neville Link, Wilson Isley, Tommy McKenzie, Jay Notaboom, Sean Johnson, and the 11M, the man that caused the yellow, unfortunately, Jesse McKee. Pretty tough class, Chris, for definitely. And Jesse McKee, 16 years old, first year in his class. You know, he's got a lot to learn. Yeah, kind of unusual for a young driver like that to learn his way in the All-American Street Stocks. Is definitely a tougher class to learn it. Normally, you'd see somebody like that in the Chargers, but Jesse McKee doing the best he can out here, the 11M right there at the end of the pack, and just trying to learn as he goes. And just got a little bit bad luck there and went for a ride on the top side of turn 4. Well, we'll get these cars straightened out. We're going to give them 1 lap to go sign and get underway. Mr. Notaboom has got a flat rear tire. Did you see that? Oops.
That's going to be tough luck for him, as he'll probably have to exit to the pit. Flipping his way around to that side of the track. Tough luck for Mr. Nonamu in the 65 car, as the rear tire on that car is completely flat.
Now the lead passes to the 18 car, Doug Vandenbeek. Mike Gravengood is in second, Darren Jacobs in third, Harold Bartutnik fourth, and now Dave Englund moves into the top 5.
No luck for that driver tonight, losing in the heat and turn around losing as a feature. Doug Vandenbeek now on the pole. He'll set the pace, green flags out. We're racing All-American street stock style. Mike Gravengood goes to the inside. Harold Bartutnik in 76 tries to go to the outside. Gravengood comes back on the outside. Now Jacobson has the position. The inside, 3 abreast in turn 3. Here comes Harold Bartutnik. Can he sneak around both drivers? He can. Doug Vandenbeek for the lead. Darren Jacobson in third. Gravengood in fourth. Dave Englund in fifth. Here comes Mark Westphal on the top side of 44. Harvey Nibbling. The backwards kind of guy dives to the inside off corner 3. A guy on the move. Now 76. Harold Bartutnik trying to challenge Doug Vandenbeek down the back straightaway as he goes to the high side of the track. Englund falls back in behind Jacobson. Winslow backer challenging for 6th or 7th spot. Tommy McKenzie. Bartutnik trying to catch Doug Vandenbeek, the 18 car. Bartutnik right on his tail. They go to turn number 3. Darren Jacobson, the 1X, is in third. Dave Englund, the 1 car, is in fourth. Dave Englund flies to the inside. They cross the line. Going way high off corner 2. Almost getting together, Doug Vandenbeek and Harold Bartutnik. Jacobson now gains a little ground on the front runners. He brings the 1X up on the track. He now is to the inside, back to the outside of Dave Englund. Has some problems and gets loose, and in a touch between him and Bartutnik is your leader. And Darren Jacobson moves to the inside of Doug Vandenbeek. That battle for second spot. Vandenbeek doing a good job driving up there with the big boys, and Vandenbeek still holding his own in second spot, but Jacobson flies to the inside. Vandenbeek to the outside. Doug Vandenbeek, and Vandenbeek moves back into third. Here comes Harvey Nibbling, and Vandenbeek loses him on the top side on the back straightaway. Tough break for the 18-car Doug Vandenbeek. Now Darren Jacobson trying to catch the 76 of Harold Bartutnik. Dave Englund in third. Harvey Nibbling, Darren Vandenbeek, and Jay Nonamu side by side as they go to turn number 2. Jay Nonamu now moves to the inside of Englund, trying to take that spot away. Jay Nonamu is flying up through this field of cars. Englund way to the high side. Nonamu and him almost get together. As Nonamu goes down the inside, gets Vandenbeek. The backwards kind of guy, Darren Jacobson, high above 8 car lengths now as they come off corner 3 to corner 4. 13 laps down. There's your leader, Harold Bartutnik out of the 8. Darren Jacobson, Dave Englund. Now gets back around. Harold Bartutnik is your leader of the 76 car. Darren Jacobson, the backwards type of guy, wants to get that car moving forward and try and catch the 76 car. Harold Bartutnik, Jay Nonamu. Harold Bartutnik has a huge lead as he goes into turn 3. Harold Bartutnik flies into turn number 4 and taking the checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen. 76 right, coming around in the 76 car out of Yankton, South Dakota, Errol Bartunek. Sponsored by Top Coat Incorporated, and of course, a sponsor been with him for years, the Chateau Lounge. All right, folks, it's time for Modified Madness. Here we go on the pole. John Kleinsma out of Hospers, Iowa. Outside him in the 68. Waterbury, Nebraska's one and only Lowell Rayber. The number 5 car, Gary Marsh out of Sioux City, Iowa. The 67 RB of Ron Beckstrom out of Pearson, Iowa. The 45, Guarantee Oil, sponsored modified at Chad Waples. Outside of him, the 35 of Jeff Burns. Sponsored by Maxim Welding out of Sioux City. Kyle Koster in the number 77 Canepro Chevrolet, sponsored modified. Jim Thies outside of him in the 23. Charlie Clark in the 22 Clark Machine. And your points leader, the KG95 WIG sponsored car of Steve Olson on the inside of the next row. Get him straightened up out of here. The 25 of Ricky Steffens out there. Should be moving up in the pack. He's on the outside of the 5th row. Next row back will be Steve Olson. Outside of Steve Olson out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the 175 of Ray Feltman. The 21X, John Anderson. What a night he's had so far. Back in the pack, the 11C of Chris Bruceman. Outside of him is the 8-ball of Kenny Kickbread Jr. 67C, Bill Crispin. Outside of him, the Wild Child, Mikey Jensen. Doesn't look like Mike Jensen made it to the lineup area, so apparently he caught problems with that modified as he didn't make it onto the track. Hopefully Mike will get it straightened out and join the field next week of racing here at Park Jefferson. Tough luck once again for the Wild Child. They come off corner 4, Jerry Girls look them out. 17 left, shootout, green flag ball. Stop on the inside and Kramer taking the lead. Fine second. Gary Marks moves up into 3rd. Chad Waples in 4th. Ron Beckstrom in 5th. Kyle Koster 6th. Jeff Barron 7th. Charlie Clark 8th. Jim Thies 9th. Speeds away from the back now. Gary Marks making a move to the inside of John Kleinsma for 2nd. Kleinsma goes back on the outside. Holds in 2nd position. Chad Waples working in 4th. Now Marks moves to the inside of turn 4. And Gary Marks moves up in the 2nd spot. Thank you. He goes to the inside of turn 2. Chad Waples
back to the pits.
Take time out to thank our record crews out here each and every Saturday night. Of course, the two assisting down in the corner right now, Ron Stowing's vehicles, and Willard Stowing taking the Maxim Welding Sprinter back to the pits.
Also to Jefferson Ambulance and Elk Point Fire and Rescue for being out here each and every night. We thank you very much for being part of Park Jefferson Speedway. We couldn't do it without you. Looks like we've cleaned that up down there at turn number 2. It took so long that Chad Waples and Jim Dees are back on there. Back underway. One more lap to go, says Gary Garrows, and we'll get the green flag out. Looks like Lowell Raver had send it back to the pits. Tough break for the 68 car of Lowell Raver, who was running up at the front. He has to go back to the pits, so that makes Gary March your new leader. With John Kleinsman second, Kyle Coster third. The green flag rolls at Park Jefferson Speedway. 105. the 175 car of Ray Feldman.
Congratulations goes out to that driver, Ray Feldman, out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, sponsored by L&L Motor Supply.
Good finish for Gary March. He gets the second spot. There's Kyle Costa, your third place finish. Good finish also for John Kleinsma, and Ricky Steffen also was involved there. Good finish for him as well.
All right, folks, coming up, the NASCAR BUSCH All-Star Tour Northwest Bank 50 lapper. Now, the first group of cars will be inverted according to times. On the pole out of Sioux City, Bob Moore. Outside of Bob Moore is Steve Kosiski in the 52 car out of Omaha, Nebraska. Out of Bettendorf, Iowa, Bob Dominacki as soon as he crawls out of that modified. Outside of Bob Dominacki in the 1B is the 80 car, Scotty Koskovich out of Omaha, Nebraska. Third row back inside out of Omaha, another Kosiski, Joe Kosiski in the 53 car. Outside of Joe Kosiski, the 72 out of Janesville, Iowa, Denny Osborne. By time trial finishes now, Sonny Fiddling out of Kirksville, Missouri. Outside of Sonny, out of Eli, Iowa, and the number 3X, Skip Fry. Out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, Bill Martin in the 11M and the 43 on the outside. Kirk Stewart out of Ainsworth, Iowa. Next row back in the 07, Bud Pash out of Ottawa. Outside of him out of West Burlington, Jay Johnson. In the 16 car out of David City, Nebraska, Tom Swoboda. On the outside of Tom Swoboda will be the 86 car out of Salix, Iowa, Dirk Kirk. Next row back driving the number 26 out of Oxford, Iowa, Steve Bowley in the 26 outside of him. In the 42 car out of Milton, Illinois, Terry Flipman. Out of Omaha, your points leader in Park Jefferson Speedway in the 21X, John Anderson. Outside of John Anderson out of Nottoway, Iowa, John Hampel in the 2H. Next row back, the OD out of Sioux City, Larry Watterson. Outside of Larry Watterson out of Muscatine, Iowa. In the number 15, Brian Burkhalter. Next row back, the 1X of Bob Helm out of Milan, Illinois. Outside of him, Rick Windling out of Hazleton, Iowa. Council Bluffs, Mike Walker in the 64. Outside of him in Bluegrass, Iowa, Gary Webb in the 56. Out of Milan, Illinois, your points leader in the Busch All-Star Tour points race, the number 12 of Ray Gus Jr. Outside of him, Terry Golder out of Hooper, Nebraska. And rounding out the field in the back there, in the 91 car is Denny Ayers Jr. out of Davenport, Iowa. And outside of him, Tommy Cannon out of Iowa City, Iowa. Next time around, when they go 4 abreast, Busch All-Star Tour style, I would like everybody in the grandstands to stand up, wave and cheer on your favorite driver to victory in this Northwest Bank 50-lap Busch All-Star Tour shootout.
This is the one you've been waiting for. The Northwest Bank 50 about to get underway. Cars, and there they go. Give them a holler, fans. There they are. The Busch All-Star Tour to Park Jefferson Speedway. One of the prettiest lineups you'll see here all year long at Park Jefferson Speedway right there. What a beautiful outlaw style lineup for these Busch All-Star Tour late model cars. Pick out your favorite car, folks. Cheer him on to victory, because this is a 50-lapper and anything can happen. Well, one of the Consisti brothers continue to dominate here at Park Jefferson Speedway. Or will Bob Moore come home a winner? How about the 80 of Scotty Koskovich? Bob Dominecki back there in the 1D. He's a tough one. We've got all kinds of tough cars in this race, folks. Anybody can pull off a victory from clear back in the pack. Gary Gerald's our official flagman. We'll give him the 1 lap to go sign. Next time around, the green flag will fall for this Northwest Bank 50-lap Busch All-Star Tour May Day event. The pace car pulls off. Bob Moore sets the pace. on the pole position as they go into turn 4. Gary Garrels looks him over. The green flag flies! Koskovich, he's in second spot. Bob Moore is in third.
Tell you what, it doesn't get any better than that. That's been one of the closest Busch Tour races this year, I'm told. In 1986, Steve Koskovich won here at Park Jefferson Speedway. The second race that we ran that year in the Busch All-Star Tour class was won by the other driver, Dale Fishline. 1987, Steve come back to win again. Joe won in 88, Steve won in 89, Joe won in 90, 91, 92, and 94. Steve won in 95, Joe won in 96, and the winner of 1997, the Busch All-Star Tour event, Joe Koskovich out of Omaha, Nebraska.
What a finish. What a race. Still waiting for official word.
We get the official lineup, we'll definitely read it off to you as the scores sort out the lap traffic, sort out the cars in regard to how they finish. But congratulations goes out to this Busch All-Star Tour driver. Right here he is, folks. Big round of applause. Other than brother Joe Koskovich, his brother Steve, I don't think anybody else knows their way around this track like this guy does. Sponsored by Sonny Gerber Auto Sales and Vans Body Shop down in Omaha, Nebraska. The winner of the 1996 and the repeat winner from 1996. And 97's winner, Joe Koskovich out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Also want to acknowledge all of our other winners. He's out of the car, and the winner tonight in the Charger class, the 27 car, Sid Mosher.
We've had 6 different winners on the Busch Tour, and Joe is the first Koskovich to win this year. And I'll tell you what, they've dominated this series over the years, so congratulations goes out to him for his first Busch win of the year. Out of 12 years of racing here at Park Jefferson Speedway, the first year we were open, we ran 2 Busch All-Star Tour races. Each and every other year we ran 1. Out of the 12 years of racing here at the Busch All-Star Tour event, Joe Koskovich has won 7 Busch All-Star Tour 50-lap races.